Afternoon baseball now from the home of the Mets, Citi Field in New York. Today we've got a contest out of the National League East between the Atlanta Braves and the New York Mets. Mets baseball starts right now. Carlos Carrasco is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Mets. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, one of the strengths of this guy is handling right-handed hitters. Right-handers coming into this game are hitting under 250 against this guy, so he's doing a lot of things right when the right-handers step into the batter's box.
So up steps Ozzie Albies. He will lead this one off today. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. 0-1 the count.
First pitch, 12-10.
And the pitch. Fouled away. That misses, says the home plate umpire. 1-2. Where it misses, I'm not quite sure. To 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
We just saw a fastball right there. I would not be shocked if he tries to get this guy to go fishing right here and drops a little off-speed pitch in the dirt.
Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2.
Boy, went from being in the driver's seat to now being in some trouble. Had the count 0-2, started nipping at the corners, and next thing you know, this count stands at 3-2.
Hit well on the ground to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. And now a moment to show you the lineup for Atlanta in this one. Anybody catch your eye, Dan?
I'll admit, I'm a little concerned about Freddie Freeman right now. He went 0 for 4 last game, and I just didn't like the way he went about it. Looked like they completely overpowered him, and that's not something we're used to seeing out of this guy. Hopefully, he'll be able to put that behind him.
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. These Mets, fellas, as they take the field here today, they've been in a nice little groove, winning 3 of their last 4 games.
Yeah, Matty, the first game of any series is super important. You have a chance to set the tone. Whether it's 3-game set or a 4-game set, you take the first one, you put that other team on their heels.
And it's fouled away. A ball and 2 strikes now. Bases are empty, 1 man out. The bouncer to the left side. And there are 2 away now. Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. He's fighting to stay on that NL home run leaderboard, number 10, as we enter play here today.
This guy's just what you're looking for if you're looking for one of your corner spots to have some power. Not only glove work on one of the corner positions, but lots of thunder in that bat.
First delivery to him, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Carrasco pauses. Here it is on 1-0. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
Well, this is a spot you'd like to be in. 2-0, good hitter. He's going to turn it loose right here.
Now here it comes. I think he would have liked the green light there. It's 2-1.
You can really tell they're trying to keep the ball in on this big slugger right here.
Is that an effort to keep him from getting extended, do you think?
Yeah, I think that's the idea, Matt. But he might spin to win if he starts looking for it in there.
He Set and the 2-1 pitch.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
Here's the payoff pitch. Grounded to first. Cano has it, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Down in order go the Braves. It's the Braves nothing. Mets coming to bat. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show. Ian Anderson gets the ball for Atlanta in this one. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, man, we're getting a look at a guy that's really been struggling lately. In his last 3 starts, he has a whip of over 1.50. Lots of base runners, lots of hits, and lots of walks, and that doesn't add up to very good performances. So he's going to look to turn things around in this one here today.
Jeff McNeil started to go around, but it's a called strike, 0-1. Guys, one of D-Rose former employers, the Braves, as they begin play here this afternoon. They have not been playing their best baseball of late as they've dropped 4 of their last 5.
Yeah, Matty, I know they lost their last game, but you know as well as I do, in this sport, you have to have short-term memory. You have to let it go. They can get it going back in the right direction today.
Acuna is there, and he has it for the first out.
Batting second.
With a moment here in Flushing Meadows, let's meet the Mets. Danny, any thoughts?
Well, Michael Conforto has been a big piece for them. He's really had a heck of a year in the power categories, slugging over 500 coming into this one. That means almost every time he's hitting the ball, he's hitting it hard somewhere. Should be fun to watch.
So here's Brandon Nimmo. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. 268 the average for him coming in. 14 homers and 42 runs batted in. Hit down the line at first. Freeman is up with it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Batting third. No left fielder.
Next up from New York, Dominic Smith, and he comes in as a player to watch out for, hitting well over 300 on the season. As he gets a good curveball here to start the at-bat, it's strike 1. Now a fastball here, not close, and it's 1-1 now. And he'll come back with 1 in the dirt as the count moves to 2-1 now.
You know, we'll see him work both sides of the plate with his curveball. Maybe not that far in, but he'll move that pitch around the zone to give it a different look.
3-1 to the Mets left fielder. The 3-1. Full count now, 3-2. Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed, strike 3. Down in order go the Mets. We are still scoreless. Stepping in for the Braves, Ronald Acuna. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. He's set, here it comes. The 1-0.
You never want to fall behind as a pitcher, but doing it to a guy like this is even worse. He's got to bear down and execute for the rest of this at-bat, starting right now.
Now the 2-0. 3-0 now.
And this is where he's especially dangerous, because if you walk him, he can steal a base on you. But if you lay a fastball in there, he can take you deep, too.
And that won't find the zone either. So speed on base here to begin the inning. It's a 4-pitch walk.
He's really struggled with his command in this game, no doubt about it. But to make things worse, he just lost one of the fastest guys in the ballpark.
The next to bat for Atlanta, Marcell Ozuna. And prior to the first pitch, he'll look to first. And a dive, but he's back in. And now the first pitch.
With that base running threat on first base, man, does that change the pitcher's whole mentality. This guy at the plate should assume nothing but heaters coming right at him.
It looked like the fastball got away from him there. And there are the umpires working this one. Calling balls and strikes is Mr. Patrick Johnson.
You know, D-Roll, Patty Johnson, decent strike zone, but isn't always super consistent. I think that's one of the things that irritates players and pitchers.
Yeah, you're going to see a few glares, not only from the offensive guys, but maybe the guy on the mound as well. He needs to be a little bit more consistent.
Still looking for our first hit in the ball game. Fouled off. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Swinging a ground ball to third. Oh, and he can't come up with it. On to first, and they get them both.
Nice job on the mound to bounce back from the leadoff walk. Those are usually pretty costly, but that won't be the case this time after the 2-ball.
Here's the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. As he'll swing and lift a fly ball to right center. On the run is Nimmo. He gets there to make the catch, and that ends the inning. Braves go down quietly. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Striding in is Michael Conforto. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. Back up the middle. Swanson brings it in. And there's one down now.
Time for a look at the Braves on D. And let's focus our attention on catcher Travis d'Arnaud. He's going to have to step up today and have a big game for these guys. Not known necessarily for his defensive acumen, more of a big pop guy on the offensive side. He has got to control this game.
So here's Francisco Lindor now, as he looks at a fastball that misses off the plate for ball 1. 249 the average coming in, 17 home runs, and 58 runs batted in. 1-0 pitch on the way. Not close. It's 2-0. In there, 2-1.
Ooh, that's a good pitch to take a hack at right there. Change up in the zone. He'd like to have that one back.
A 3-ball, 1-strike count to the Mets shortstop. Waiting on deck here is Robinson Cano. Bottom of the second here with no score. And look out, that's in very tight, and it's ball 4.
The hitter was dug in looking for something to hit, but he would have needed a telephone pole to hit that thing way out of the zone.
So one gone in the inning here with a runner at first, and that'll bring up Robinson Cano. From the belt, kicks and deals. Lindor, the runner at first with one gone in the inning. He's running. And he fouls this one off. Well outside with the curveball for a ball. Fastball well outside. Here now the 2-2.
Full count, 3-2.
We could see the runner in motion here on a 3-2 count with one out. There's a pretty good chance he's going to get a pitch to swing at, and if not, it's ball 4 anyways.
Now the payoff pitch home. Fastball, strike 3 called as he couldn't pull the trigger, and there are 2 away. J.D. Davis, the next at bat. He drove in all 3 of his club's runs in that ball game a night ago. Here's the first pitch to him. And that's in there for a strike.
Hey, when you're featuring a mid-90s fastball like this pitcher, attack with that pitch. Get ahead. Get the offense on their toes. That opens up the off-speed pitches later in the game.
In the dirt. And he is in there. They couldn't get him at second. And costly as the runner will move into scoring position now. Set and the 1-1.
Yep, that ball went out.
High fly ball out to straightaway center. Acuna is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. Mets strand 1. Will move to the 3rd with no score. The batter will be Christian Pache. He went hitless last night in a game where his guys could push across only 1 score. First pitch of the AB on its way. Curveball, and that misses in the dirt for ball 1.
The offense better get it going right here because they certainly can tell from their dugout this guy is carrying himself with a presence out on the mound. He's got feel for all his pitches.
2-0 now. And the pitch. Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0.
Ball 3 to a leadoff hitter that can run. Not the greatest way to start this right here. I think right now you really have to start pouring some pitches into that strike zone.
The 3-0. 4 pitches, all takes.
He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Matty. He can do a lot of damage on a base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
Swing, strike 2. Takes this the other way to right, and that's the first hit in this one for the Braves.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Jake Lamb standing in now. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. The 1-0.
You thank your lucky stars when you get a chance to hit behind a guy with as much speed as he has on first base. The entire defense is on guard, and you know probably there's a fastball coming.
Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in there. And another throw over, keeping particularly close tabs on him. Nobody out, runner on first. And a good comeback fastball there. It's 2 balls and a strike.
One of my pet peeves in the game. 1-0, 2-0, 3-1. You're all over the heater. How are you late on that fastball?
Now a move over to first, but the runner's back easily. Set and the 2-1 pitch.
Down to 3-1.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
The 3-1. And this misses for ball 4. The second walk he surrendered here in the first 3 innings.
Always tough to issue a free pass, but especially troublesome when you give up a single right before that to start the inning. We'll see if he can figure out a way to wiggle out of this.
So now here is Ian Anderson looking to put them ahead early with this at-bat. From the belt, the pitch.
In today's game, if they're going to give you an out, you take it. You have to find a way to execute a pitch in the zone, allow him to get the bunt down, and take the out at first.
The 1-0 home. Now a bunt attempt here as he gets this one down. McNeil's got it for 1. On to first, but not in time as he's in there ahead of the throw.
That was kind of a high degree of difficulty play that time. You see the off-balance throw to second base, and he couldn't get a lot on it, but they did get the out.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies, as he pops the first pitch foul behind the plate. Second appearance here, he grounded out to start the ball game. A 1 pitch on its way.
Nope, that's the ball. Get down, 1-1.
Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball.
Hey, lots of guys get too aggressive in a spot like this, but he's done a nice job of gaining some count leverage. Look for him to put the ball in play hard.
Check swing here as he couldn't help himself, and it's ruled strike 2. Third inning, no score to this point. Sent out to straightaway center field. Catch made in center. Here comes the runner from third. The tag, and he is out at the plate. So much for our first run of the ball game. Braves strand 1. Home half of the third coming up. No score. That'll bring up Austin Nola. He'll get us going in the home half of inning number 3. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As he'll take a breaking ball
no
too
strike.
low, and it's 1-0. Popped him up. Freeman is there for it. 1 down.
Batting ninth, the pitcher, Carlos Carrasco.
Now to the plate, the pitcher, Carlos Carrasco. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. Hit on the ground down the first baseline. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Number 6,
And now, Jeff McNeil. He flew out in his last AB. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Hit hard to the right side. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. Quick work there as the Mets are down on 4 pitches. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless.
Okay, you asked for it. About to go north to
Matt Vasgersian, Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, the former #1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson, the first to bat here in the inning. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Dansby Swanson is in to start things out as he swings and misses at that one at strike 1.
That's a real nice location with that fastball up and in on the hands. Hard to do much with that because a hitter really can't extend his arms very easily.
Yanked the slider across that time, laid off for a ball.
You know he's probably cheating on that inside pitch after he got jammed earlier. If you're on the mound right now, you want to try to hit that outside corner, and there's a pretty good chance you'll get him to roll over something.
The 1-1 is a fastball that misses. The 2-1 home.
That's ball 3.
Call didn't go his way on 2-1, but it's important here on 3-1 to still make a quality pitch. You have to have the mindset that you're still the one in the driver's seat.
Hitters count all the way.
That
Here
pitch
it
is up.
comes.
Ball 4.
And he lays off there, ball 4. So the leadoff man is on here to begin stanza number 4.
Well, they haven't been able to scratch a run across yet, so maybe this walk will jumpstart their offense a little bit.
So next up will be Freddie Freeman. Here's the first pitch. Breaking ball.
Count
That's in the
1-0.
dirt as he takes a ball.
These are the moments in the game that can sway it one way or another, why you get a W or a loss right here. Leadoff man on, heart of the order coming up. Guy out on the mound has got his work cut out for him.
Skied down the left field line. Left fielder is on the move. He gets to it and makes the catch for the first out.
the center fielder, number 13, Ronald Acuna Jr.
And now the Atlanta #4 hitter, Ronald Acuna. He drew a base on balls his first time up. He's set and the pitch.
Well, they've really had an answer for keeping him in check in this series. He's offered very little resistance with the bat in his hand so far.
On its way, the 0-1 pitch.
No, that's damage.
Up high, 2-1 now.
Count is 2
That's a
and
great
1.
call right there. Fastball away with a guy who's got some jets on first base. Almost like a hybrid pitch out. Great for a catcher if that guy's running. easy transfer throw to second base.
The 2-1. Ball even at 2-2.
He wants that changeup back right there. Great arm action on that changeup. Hitter was just a smidge out in front.
Working for the punch out and the offering. Swanson, base runner at first with one out. Hit sharply on the ground to the left, and that's through for a hit.
Turn and burn, baby. He smelled that heater coming inside right there. Didn't do too much damage with it, but was able to get the head out and drive it for a knock.
And that'll bring in Marcelo Zuna, as he'll take a look at an off-speed pitch here that misses for ball one. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. The 1-0. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder is on the run. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out.
Now batting, catcher, Travis d'Arnaud.
Next to hit, Travis d'Arnaud. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
1-0.
Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. Tried to get the arms extended, but he couldn't. 1-1.
Hey, usually the second time through the order, you start seeing an incorporation of some more off-speed stuff. But this guy's locating, feeling really good about his fastball. 2 back-to-back.
A swing and a miss as he chased with 2 strikes, and that will retire the side. 2 left for Atlanta. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And standing in the outfielder, Brandon Nimmo.
The old adage, pitching and defense have been stellar so far. They've certainly kept both offenses in check.
A ball and no strikes.
No strikes.
And he fires in a strike this time to make it 1 ball and 1 strike. Now the 1-1 pitch. Popped him up. d'Arnaud over to his right. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
The left fielder, number 2, Dominic Smith.
Digging in will be Dominic Smith. Struck out in his last trip to the plate.
Yeah, kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Man, this guy's been incredibly efficient so far in this one, mostly because he's getting ahead. 70% of the batters he's faced, he's thrown the first pitch strike to.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch.
That's the ball.
Stone cold take right there. That fastball very well could have sent him packing back to the bench.
The 1-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
Well, it's been a rough series for him at the plate so far. That's 4 strikeouts in the first 2 games, so this pitching staff clearly has him figured out.
At the plate, Michael Conforto. Ground ball sent back up the middle. That's a hit, the first of the game for the Mets. So they get a two-out base runner here following the base hit, and that leads us to check out the league leaders in team batting average. And we see there that they're currently ranked third best in that category in the NL. And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. 1-0 the count. Fouled away. The 1-1 is looked at for ball number 2. And that's into the corner, a foul ball and right.
He's certainly pushing the throttle and pulling it with those 4 pitches. Statistics class tells me I'm sitting fast.
And it's fouled away. And a fastball swung on and missed, and the side is retired. Mets leave 1 through 4. Still tied, 0-0. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves' offense with their manager, Brian Snitker, during the commercial break. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. They've already worked out 3 walks, so he feels as though that kind of willingness to let the opposition work themselves into trouble will continue to result in good things for them on the scoreboard.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. All set for the start of the inning, and up next will be Christian Pache.
Right fielder, Christian Pache.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. As he swings and lifts it in the air out to shallow right field. Conforto is there. 1 pitch, 1 out.
The third baseman, number 24, Jake Lamb.
And now in the box, Jake Lamb worked a walk his first time up. From the stretch. In there at the letters 0-1.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Behind 0-2 now. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. Here's the pitch. Swinging a ball hit on the ground. Looking for the strikeout. Here's the 1-2. And that one misses badly. It's ball 2.
I don't blame the pitcher one bit for trying to get the chase right there. He's been fouling everything off. He's still got the entire arsenal open to him, so we'll see what pitch he comes with next.
Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
This guy is really locked in on the bump right now. He's just playing good old-fashioned hardball right now, just rearing back and letting it go. It seems like this lineup, they don't have an answer for anything he's bringing so far.
In now, Ian Anderson. Line hard, deep into left. And no trouble for him as he makes the catch to end the inning. The Braves are set down 1-2-3. Halfway home, still no score. Welcome back for the bottom of the fifth. Here's Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far, and he told me the quality of their swings needs to improve as the game moves forward. He said it's been pretty apparent that they're just not finding a lot of hard contact today. There have been a lot of outs on softly hit balls, and while most of the credit for that goes to the opposing pitching, he said it's important for them to continue to make adjustments at the plate. It's games like these where they have to get back to the basics and find a way to generate some offense.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Now the first pitch. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1.
Hey, it's a game of execution. If the pitcher stays right there, this lineup's going to continue to have a tough time.
Cano waiting on the 0-1. Hit back up the middle, and that's through for a base hit. Make him 1 for 2 in this one. So with that, the Mets have a runner aboard to get the inning underway.
You take a look at the numbers up to this point, you see he's only given up 2 hits so far today, so he's been hitting his spots all game long. Remains to be seen if he can keep that shutout intact going forward, but I'm not betting against him.
Next for the Mets, J.D. Davis flew out last time up. First pitch on the way.
Oh, that's off the plate.
The 1-0 home.
He's got a good feel for his off-speed pitches second time through the order, and we just saw 3 in a row.
And he lays off this one down and in for ball 2. A bouncer up the middle. Swanson scoops it up over to Albies. Now over to Freddie, and it's a double play.
Now batting, catcher, Austin. No run.
So base is empty now after the double play. And next to hit is the catcher, Austin Nova. Here's the first pitch. No balls and a strike to count. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Both teams with just 2 hits apiece thus far. There's a ball low. He misses with a changeup. Two and 2 to the Mets catcher.
He went with the off-speed there once he got him to 0-2, but now that they both missed, I think we'll see more of a challenge pitch here. You don't have to give in, but you can't be too cute either.
2-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes. Nothing doing for the Metropolitans. 6th inning coming up. Still zip, zip. To the leadoff spot in the Braves lineup. Stepping in, Ozzie Albies. No hits to this point. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike one.
You got to love guys auto taking you 0-0 if you're on the mound. You could steal that first strike and now you go to work, just picking apart the corners.
He comes up empty that time as he's underneath it, 0-2.
His command has been outstanding so far, hitting nearly all of his spots, and that's been a big factor why he's been so successful up to this point.
The 0-2 delivery.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Fastball laid off well below the knees.
Regardless of the result right here, to be down 0-2 and work it back to an even count, got to feel like it's a win for the offense.
And, he can't get out of the way of that one, so the leadoff man will be on to open the frame.
Anytime you're battling and the score is even, you've got to get on base to manufacture some offense. He'll take that every day of the week.
So a runner at first now with nobody out. And that brings up the former #1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. He's set. Here it comes. Curveball looked at here for strike one. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. Oh, good spot. On the black for strike two.
Yeah, this is straight survival mode. Down 0-2. The numbers are definitely not with the batter here.
Nothing in 2 count and the pitch.
Count 1 and 2.
Hey, textbook waste pitch right there. Does he go elevated fastball again or something slow below the zone?
Fastball called, strike three, and there's the first out of the inning.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
Into the box now, Freddie Freeman, and he'll watch one miss up and away for a ball, 1-0. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. A ball and a strike now to the Braves' first baseman.
Hey, now he's got me confused up here. This is a known sinker baller out on the mound trying to roll a double play, and he throws him a four-seamer?
The 1-1.
Hey, love the confidence in that pitch right there, going right after one of the better hitters on this team, not afraid to execute.
Albies leads off first with 1 away. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
I don't know if that was a great take or he got fooled. He's certainly trying to play it off like he knew what was coming. You could bet he'd be on alert for that curveball again.
And he tried to hold up that time. We'll get an appeal down to third, and no swing. It's ball 3. Now the 3-2 pitch. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. 8th pitch of the at-bat coming up. And that's a fair ball, line to the right side. And they'll have runners at second and third following the one-out double.
The good news for pitchers in this park is that it doesn't give up many home runs. A lot of room in the outfield. Sometimes that's the bad news as well, though, because there's a lot of space for hits to get down and to go for extra bases just like that.
Now the New York manager's up off the bench on his way to the mound, and it would appear he's seen enough of his starter this afternoon. So he'll leave with a couple of runners aboard that are his responsibility, meaning he'd be happy to get out of here with a no decision. Taijuan Walker takes the mound to try to get out of this mess. There are two on with only one away.
Taijuan Walker.
Acuna digs in now. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Singled last time up. One and one.
The Braves have been looking for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a big time for that.
2 and 1. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. The 2-2. Popped him up. McNeil is there. And he makes the catch for the second out.
Great scoring opportunity miss right there. You talk about frustration. Popping it up with 2 runners in scoring position. He'd like to get that one back.
Here's Marcell Ozuna. It was a flyout for him in his last trip.
Almost, Matty. Almost went deep his last AB. Certainly just missed it. With this guy's big power, he's feeling pretty good at the dish. Look for him.
And with first base open, it looks as though they'll go after the next guy with the force at any base now in order and 2 men gone.
Well, they felt it was better to take the bat out of the hands of a guy like that. He's just too dangerous, and they decided they'll take their chances with the next guy in the lineup.
And now a crucial spot. Bases loaded. 2 men gone. And up next, the catcher, Travis d'Arnaud. Trying to hang a 0. Here's the pitch. Ball 1.
He came into a mess out of the bullpen, and it hasn't gotten any better. This is not a comfortable place to be. Not even close.
Ready with the 1-0.
Oh, that's out.
Nowhere to put anybody. 2-0 count, not a good spot to be in as a pitcher.
The 2-0.
Oh, that's out.
It often becomes harder to hit the zone when the pressure starts to heat up.
Here's the 3-0. And that's finally over for a strike.
Taking all the way there, and a walk could be huge here, so I wouldn't be surprised if he's got the bat on his shoulder again on the next pitch.
Ready with the 3-1.
This is the cat and mouse of today's game. 3-1 almost definitely bought you that fastball, and he took it. Interested to see if this pitcher goes to that well again, fear of bases being loaded, or he's willing to break something off.
He's under it, and that ends the inning. Braves will strand 3, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Jose Iglesias is going to come off the bench as he'll be asked to lead off the bottom of inning number 6. Here's the first pitch to him. As he'll take a look at a strike right down the middle. It's 0-1. The average sits at 294, 7 homers, 39 driven in. Way inside with that one, a pretty easy take there. A 1-1. Fouled off. Late making contact on that swing, and will do it again on 1-2. Into the windup and the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Well below the knees, laid off on the changeup there.
This is a fun guy to watch when he's up there. Really battles. Doesn't take any pitches off. He's a grinder. Always seems to make it difficult on the opposing pitcher.
Hit out towards second. And that's going to be a base hit. So a great job off the bench as he's aboard to kick off their half of the inning.
There's a hard hit ground ball. Pitcher not able to get a glove on it. Hard single up the middle.
Yeah, watch your lips right there, Dad. Sent it back right where it came from.
Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. And he puts it on the ground to second. There's one. On to Freeman. A double play.
Boy, that's about as easy as it comes. A chopper, two-hopper turns into a tailor-made 4-6-3 double play.
Here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. As he'll take a look at ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Two balls and no strikes to the Mets center fielder. Too high, and it's 3-0.
Now with the bases empty, I think he needs to be careful not to just groove one here just because it's 3-0. He's a guy that could ambush you and lose one over the wall.
And that's low, ball 4.
Well, they were obviously pitching around him there, and I don't blame them. With the bases empty and 2 outs and a hitter of this caliber at the plate, make somebody else beat you.
So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and that'll bring up the left-handed bat of Dominic Smith. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count in your favor, 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
Swing and a miss as he ramps up on the fastball, 1-1.
I know that fastball registered at about 92, 93, but I guarantee you it looked about 4 to 5 miles an hour faster than that for this offensive player. After coming off a curveball, the old push the throttle and pull it is being used.
Gets the sign. Here comes the 2-1.
3 balls, 1 strike.
Team's been struggling on offense. Let your D work for you right here. Pound the zone.
Set. Here's the 3-1. Now a swing and a softly hit ground ball.
3-2, 2 out, runner on first. Lots of possible outcomes on this pitch.
Swing and a liner. And he dives to make a spectacular catch. What a play there to end the inning. Worth a second look here as this is a beauty to end the inning. On to the back third here this afternoon, and we've got it for you on the show. Jeurys Familia is on his way into the ballgame now as he'll be making his 50th appearance of the year.
Jeurys Familia.
Stepping in once again is Christian Pache, a hit in 2 tries so far. First delivery to him. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. Pitch to the plate is a slider for a strike, and it's all knotted up at 1-1.
Look at the radar gun on that slider. Off-speed pitch, 91 miles an hour. That's just pure filth.
1-1 is a ball below the zone. Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Swing and a miss on a nasty slider right there. Always felt toughest pitch in the game. If you're a guy who liked to work the big part of the field, you were on that fastball middle away. That slider looked like a heater for about 56 feet 6 inches.
Now the 3-2 pitch. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Right fielder giving chase, and he tracks it down. Nice play for the first out.
The third baseman, number 24, Jake Lamb.
Up next, Jake Lamb, lifetime against Familia. He's gone 2 for 8. He's set, and the pitch. High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Lindor backs up and takes care of it. 2 away.
Boy, he showed some pretty good range heading pretty deep into the outfield to bring that one down. Thought the outfielder might call him off, but he clearly had it under control.
Stepping in now, Ian Anderson. As the first pitch sinker misses to him, it's ball 1. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. One 1-0 count. Here it is. Popped up. And Cano will make the catch to retire the side. Down in order go the Braves. Still no score.
7th inning stretch.
So here's the cleanup hitter, Michael Conforto. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
Conforto.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. Fouled away. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Again, he sends it out of play. Skied into straightaway right. Pache is there, and he makes the catch for the out.
Now back the shortstop.
And that'll bring in the switch-hitting Francisco Lindor. He struck out swinging in his last trip to the plate. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch. And a high strike to begin the at-bat. It's 0-1. And so now the Braves will get both a left-hander and a right-hander up and throwing in the bullpen. Here it comes. Blowing away with that one, it's 1-2.
As a hitter, you got to be staunch in your game plan. You know he has a nasty changeup, and you got to fight to make sure it's in the zone. That's a great take right there.
Reined in. And another foul ball. Now another 1-2. And it's fouled away.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing and a miss on this next pitch.
2 balls and 2 strikes to count to Francisco Lindor.
What we're seeing here is a really smart at-bat. They got to be thinking the man on the mound is getting a little short on gas, so when you go up there and make him throw a bunch of pitches, you're more likely to get a good pitch to hit or at least force him out of the game.
Here's one that misses inside, and the counts run full now, 3-2.
These last 2 guys are making him work quite a bit out there. Both have been long at-bats, and all in all, he's had to make 13 throws just to them so far.
And he lays off, ball 4. Now the potential go-ahead run is on base here.
Well, he's been battling all game long and been a real warrior. But there's only so many pitches in an arm, no matter how tough he is. That walk may have been all the manager needs to see because he looks like he's done to me.
So a runner at first now with 1 away, and that'll bring up Robinson Cano. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
You know, a lot of guys don't like to swing at the first pitch. That might be the case with this one right here. Took a wheelhouse fastball, 0-0 center cut. Didn't even give the impression he was swinging.
A ball and a strike to the Mets first baseman. And there's ball 2 now.
I'm seeing all the signs of fatigue right now. This is when you really have to bear down mentally as a pitcher.
Possible go-ahead runs on first, 1 away. Grounded softly to the right. And he won't even think about second as he'll flip on to first for the sure out.
Now batting, third baseman, J.D.
And now here is J.D. Davis. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. First delivery to him. Now a swing and a miss. Took something off that one, and it's strike 1.
Something that stood out to me in this game is the lineup's lack of a solid plan at the plate. Seems like way too many guys are chasing pitches out of the zone and trying to hit pitchers like that one down and away. There's no success in that.
And that will conclude matters here in the 7th. Mets strand 1. We are still scoreless. Frustration boiling over with an opportunity missed. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special following this. Digging in, the switch hitter, Ozzie Albies. Lifetime against Familia. He's 4 for 13. Ready to deal. Here comes the first pitch. Just a tick behind for a strike. A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man.
If you're going to have success against some of the better hitters in the game, you got to get that pitch right there. 0-2, he's almost certainly out. 1-1, he's got a chance to really do some damage.
Pitch on the way.
Count for 2-1.
Good sinker there, gets him swinging for the first down.
Well, we've seen some really good pitching from these guys on this one. The bullpen has looked sharp and have backed up a nice effort turned in by the starter. These days, pitching has become a full staff effort, and I've been impressed with the job these guys have done so far.
And next will be Dansby Swanson digging in, as the sinker to him finds the zone for strike one. Here comes the 0-1.
Oh, that's out.
Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Woo, that was an ugly swing. If I'm pitching right now, I'm throwing that same pitch again. That was ugly.
1-2, here it comes. Still a ball and 2 strikes.
Oh, man, that's a frustrating one as a hitter. That pitcher missed right there. He did not want to hang that breaking ball with 2 strikes, and you foul it away. You have to regroup. You're not seeing that again.
Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. The throw is wild and it gets away. So that's now 7 triples for him on the season, fellas.
And Matt, that's a pretty good number. That tells me he loves to shoot the ball in the gap, and he's not afraid to go full throttle around the bases.
Now to bat, Freddie Freeman, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
First delivery to him.
Nope, ball 1.
Boy, this is a dicey situation right here, D-Where with the runner in scoring position. The sac fly brings that run in. This is where you're going to really have to try to keep the ball on the ground as a pitcher. What do you want to do as a hitter, D-Ro?
Yeah, right here, you are looking for anything above the belt. You see it up, you have to let it go. This is where you have to check your ego at the door. Something has to be elevated and put into the outfield. Give your team a chance to score a run.
Swinging a ball hit on the ground.
This is a situation where you're going strictly for the strikeout. Infield in, and from the offensive standpoint, you're just trying to create hard contact and get it by that infield.
He's set, and the 2-1 pitch. To 2-2 now.
In my opinion, one of the toughest pitches in the game to square up. Just a heavy sinker with good downward action.
Fastball well outside.
Looked to me like he tried to do way too much on that 2-2 pitch. You don't have to come into the zone on that count, but a pitch that far outside isn't going to tempt anyone to swing.
Ready with the payoff pitch. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. Neither guy willing to give in, and the at-bat will continue. Payoff pitch one more time. And that misses, ball 4. So with 1 out, that'll at least set up the double play possibility here that could get them out of the inning.
I'm sure the manager is fine with that. He tried to entice him with that 3-2 pitch, but he didn't take the bait. First base was open, though, so he just needs to make a good pitch for a ground ball.
And here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. And they're runners at the corners now. And now the first pitch. And he'll hold off on the slider here to start the at-bat. It's ball one. The 1-0.
Oh, that's low.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
No runs, 4 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Now a swinging bunt. The 2-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. The 2-2. Doesn't get the zone. Count full now.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
Runners are at the corners with 1 man out. Fouled off. The next 3-2. Grounded down the third baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. Full count here. Here comes the pitch. Hit hard back up the middle. And he has delivered on 3-2 as he comes up big. It's a base hit. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Dan, you'll take RBIs any way you can get them, but when they give your team the lead in the late innings, man, that feels good.
Oh, it especially does, especially when you're starting to score runs late in the game off of quality pitching. When runs are at a premium, that's what makes you feel really good about yourself.
Dylan Betances will come on now, and he'll slide into the 7 spot in the lineup following the double switch. Jose Peraza will also come on now as he'll move into the pitcher's number 9 hold in the order here on that double switch. At the plate now, Marcell Ozuna. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. No hits to this point. The 1-0 is laid off, but in there for strike 1.
Hey, that was a big pitch right there. You fall behind 2-0, you give this hitter count leverage. He probably tries to ambush a fastball. 1-1 count, he's got to really think through this and have a great game plan.
Into the corner and slicing foul. Freeman on third. Acuna is over at second with 1 down in the inning. And this is swung on and missed, so they come right after him, and it remains second and third, but with 2 away now. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good, high, hard fastball.
And it appears they're going to give him the intentional walk here, so now they'll have a force at any base with 2 gone.
Now batting, right fielder.
So here is Christian Pache. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch got him to go up the ladder there for strike 1.
I never found myself on the mound in the big leagues, but it must be nice to be able to go to that good hard fastball when you're in a jam.
2 out, bases loaded. And he fouls this one off.
He put himself in a good position, jumping ahead 0-2 with the bases loaded. Now we'll see if he can finish it off.
No balls, 2 strikes. Oh, and look out as they brush him back here. It's ball 1.
I mean, he's coming right after him, Matty. 3 fastballs in a row.
The set and the 1-2. A swing and a miss on a ball way outside the strike zone, and the inning is over. But a run will score in the inning on this RBI double. Bottom of the 8th coming up. It's now 1-0 Atlanta. Leading off the inning, it'll be Austin Nova, and they could use a spark from him here. First offering.
Hey, it's always key getting early strikes in a count. This guy's been awesome at it so far. More than 70% of his first pitches have been in the strike zone.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. One and 2 now.
Not likely to see a 4th fastball in this situation. I'm going to eliminate the fastball if I'm at the plate right here.
On the ground to the left side. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first.
Third baseman.
And here's Jose Peraza. His dominance continues on the mound, but it seems like he might be running on adrenaline only at this point.
Yeah, he's been so great in this one. You want to see him finish what he started, but you also have to start worrying about things like injuries. He's thrown a lot of pitches in this one, and some guys are just more capable of that than others. But not a lot of good things tend to happen when you've worked as hard as he has in this one.
1 ball, no strikes to count. Count even now at 1-1. Now here's the pitch.
Nope. That's inside.
You can tell this guy's got great feel for all this stuff right now. To break out that nasty hammer right there, this guy's on point.
Struck him out. So 2 are gone in the Mets half of the 8th, and that'll bring in Jeff McNeil. Ready to deliver. Here comes the first pitch.
Yep, that ball went out.
Now it's 2-0.
Maybe a bit of an overthrow there, guys. May have let that front side open up a little early to try to hump up on a fastball and sailed on it.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Outside 3-0 now.
Yeah, he's all over the place right now. No doubt he's clearly fighting his mechanics.
And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
And when your pitch count gets over 100, you've got to expect them to lose a little bit of accuracy out there. And I think if he gets in any more trouble, they might come get him. We'll see if he can finish strong.
Now the skipper's on his way out toward the home plate area, and I believe that means we're going to have a double switch here. A.J. Minter is in out of the bullpen now as he'll be inserted into the number 6 spot following the double switch. Alex Jackson is into the ballgame as well as he'll slide into the pitcher's spot, hitting 9th now on the double switch. So it's a runner at first with 2 men out, and ready to bat next, the Wyoming native Brandon Nimmo. From the stretch.
Ball, exercise.
Hey, I know the tying run's at first right here, but if the pitcher on the mound executes, keeps the ball in play, I think good things are going to happen.
The 1-0. Fouled away. McNeil, the runner at first with 2 gone. And it's 1-2.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Just hung in there on that one. And it's fouled away. Nimmo with an even count of 2-2 now. Now a fastball inside, and he works it back to a full count now.
Good running count right here. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner on first. He'll be off to the races on this pitch.
Now the 3-2 pitch. And he missed with it. Ball 4. So that means now the potential tying run will move into scoring position at second.
I know one thing. He earned that free pass right there. He was tempted with some really good pitches, but he stayed disciplined and drew the walk.
So stepping in is Dominic Smith. A base knock to the outfield could score the tying run from second. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery.
0-1.
Comes set. The 0-1. Behind 0-2 now. Now the 0-2. Soft liner towards first. And 8 innings have come and gone now as the inning is over. 2 left for the Mets. They trail this one 1-0. Aaron Luke enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th.
Aaron Luke.
All set to start the 9th in this one, and in to hit next will be Jake Lamb. He's set. Here it comes. Off we go in the 9th as the first pitch misses for ball 1. Hit hard on the ground to short. throw on to first for the out, and that is how the ninth inning gets underway.
Now back, catcher, Alex Jackson.
So next to hit is Alex Jackson. Here's the first pitch. Strike one to start the at-bat. Grounded weakly down the line toward third, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. And a wave and a miss on a ball that was way out of the strike zone. There are two away now.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
To the plate now, Ozzie Albies, as he'll take a look at a sinker here, too low for ball one. He could really use a knock here, 0 for 3 in the game so far. The 1-0 home. Gets him to chase a ball out of the zone for the first strike.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Whoo, up and in.
One and two now as that one's fouled off. One-run game here in the top of the ninth. Struck him out, so it remains a one-run lead as they head in for their final set of swings. Braves are set down 1-2-3, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Will Smith takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Now to the plate, Michael Conforto. And Dan, what's gone wrong for this lineup today? They're only 3 outs away from being shut out.
Well, you know, I just haven't seen a lot of fight in these at-bats. Now, of course, plenty of credit goes to that pitching, but the effort on the offensive side has been pretty lethargic watching from up here in the booth, Matt.
Yeah, I would imagine it feels the same from watching in the stands in this one. His career line against Will Smith, he's just 1 for 6. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. And here's a slider. Strike 3 called, and that'll be the first out of the inning. The Braves are into their bullpen now as there are the final numbers for their starter. Great day's work any way you look at it.
Hey, only allowed 3 hits in this one, kept the hitters off balance, and was a lot of fun to watch.
Into the box, Francisco Lindor, as he'll look at a breaking ball that misses for ball 1. It was a walk in his last trip. Now the 1-0. 1 out, nobody on. Outside, 2-1. Out in front there as this one's pulled off to the left side. Here now the 2-2 is laid off and the count runs full.
No pitcher likes to take the count to 3-2, especially when you throw a non-competitive pitch like that on 2-2. That one wasn't even close.
Swung on and blasted. No bunt cheese on that one. It's way gone. So a solo shot down the line in left, and we are tied again.
Boy, that can be demoralizing. You have the lead, and you give up a home run in the bottom of the ninth to tie it. Now you just have to continue to play this one out.
Robinson Cano will grab a bat next as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. A little quick on that swing, and he finds himself behind 0-2. Too much bite on the breaking ball that time as it's well off the outside. Now some action in the Braves bullpen as they'll stand up a right-hander to get loose. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Now Cano swings and misses on a good 2-strike pitch there as he's retired for out number 2.
We know he's probably still thinking about that game-tying home run he just gave up, but I'm going to give him credit for not showing that it bothered him. When you come back and strike out the next guy, it shows you've still got your head in the right place.
Kevin Pillar will get the call here as he'll hit for the pitcher.
Number 11, Kevin.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Comes set, the 0-1.
Ball 1.
That one looked like it
1-1.
could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
2-1, the count to Pillar. Gets the sign, the 2-1. Maybe a little jumpy there as he swings through the fastball. Here's the 2-2. 2 out, nobody on. 2-2 pitch is fouled away. Two and 2. Here it is.
You can certainly tell at-bats like this one frustrate the heck out of a pitcher, but you got to find a way to stay composed and execute your plan.
He's set, the payoff pitch. Fouled off. lets him off the hook there, as this isn't even close for ball 4.
The catcher, Austin.
Next to stand in is Austin Nova. Game on the line here, and a ball deep in the gap would make this place explode. Here's the first pitch. And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1.
Hey, this offense has this closer in trouble right here. They have to find a way to keep applying pressure. I don't know, everybody top step in the dugout. Get on this guy and make him nervous.
He's set. The 0-1. A pitch out. The throw. And they'll nail him at second on a brilliant call to pitch out, and the inning is over. Trying to move into scoring position with 2 away, but not to be as we get another look. Back with more of this Thursday afternoon business person special. Following this, Trevor May takes the mound as he'll be the first man to pitch here in extra innings.
65. Trevor May.
We are into extra innings, and that brings up the former number 1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. Here's the first pitch. A strike called in the upper part of the zone. Yeah, we see a lefty and a right-hander start to loosen up in the bullpen. The 0-1. And a fastball way off target here, and it's even at 1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. Three balls and a strike to the Atlanta shortstop. Freddie Freeman there. He'll hit next. The 3-1 pitch. Grounder down the line at third. He's got it. Throw to first gets him. 1 out here to lead off the 10th. Big spot here, and it'll be Freddie Freeman, and a chance they walk him here to set up a double play that would keep the game tied. Here's the first pitch.
You can bet he wants that one back at the plate right now. That's a pitch you normally see a guy drive if he has the right approach going.
And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1.
Clearly staying away from him in this at-bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
That's a foul ball off to the left, and it moves to 1-2. Now the 1-2 pitch.
That's a ball.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Here's the 2-2 pitch. High and deep down the left field line.
Had to be sitting something hard right there because he gave up on that pitch, but it was right down the chute.
Ready with another 2-strike offering, and he fouls this one off. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 1 away. And they're working the outer half here, but that one's wide for ball 3.
Well, you don't see it all that often, but this might be a good time for a 3-2 change. If he can locate it, it's nearly impossible to hit.
Now the 3-2 pitch, and that misses ball 4, so it's first and second now with only 1 away.
Just a nice piece of hitting right there, especially in extra innings. He didn't try to win the thing by himself or be a hero. He just patiently worked the at-bat until he earned the walk. We'll see if his teammates can pick him up now.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Ronald Acuna. So far, 2 for 3 in this one. Here's the first pitch. Albies on second. Freeman at first, 1 gone. And it's quickly 0-2. Now the 0-2 pitch. Timing just a tick off there as this one's fouled off to the right. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now.
Big spot right here. That's a great pitch to try and see if you could get him to fish outside the zone. He's still in the driver's seat right now, and I'd expect something else to miss off the plate.
Now the 1-2 pitch. Hit on the ground to third. And this gets right under his glove. A costly mistake there. And the runner will score from second as they take a 2-1 lead.
Well, we've been treated to a neck-and-neck game so far, and the last thing anybody wants is for a misplayed ball to be the difference. But that's where we're at right now as the error leads to the go-ahead run.
In now, Marcell Ozuna, as he'll take a look at a slider here that misses for ball 1. His career numbers in this matchup, he's 1 for 3. The 1-0. A swing and a miss. That's the first strike.
Good thing he didn't make contact with that pitch. Only thing he could do is probably hit that on the ground. It could be a double play ball.
1-1.
The problem for the batter now is he's gotten so inside conscious after those first 2 pitches, anything on the outer half of the plate's going to look a foot outside.
2-2 to Marcell Ozuna. Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Well, his struggles continue. It's been a rough go of it at the plate with him, and watching this at bat, it's clear to me that his rhythm and timing, they're just all off. Even as a pitcher like I was, you can tell these things and exploit them.
Ender Inciarte will start to loosen up in the on-deck circle as he'll bat with 2 on and 2 out here. And now the first pitch. As he'll take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Back up the middle. And that'll get through into center field for a base hit. And the runner from second is in to score. It's now 3-1.
Boy, that's a big RBI right there to give this team a 2-run cushion going into the late innings. And it always makes it easier on the opposing pitcher to know they have a 2-run lead.
Yeah, Leo Mazzoni always used to say, old pitching coach for the Atlanta Braves, solos won't kill us, guys. And he's absolutely right. You give yourself a 2-run lead, a solo homer's not gonna do too much damage.
Seth Lugo trots in from the bullpen here as he inherits a tough spot with 2 on and 2 away. So now to the plate, Christian Pache, as he'll look at a fastball in there on the outer half. It's 0-1. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Down and away, ball 1. And that misses. 2-1.
He's got a couple of pitches to deal with right here, but he's starting to lose command of his pitches. It might be time to take a step back and try to refocus on making some good pitches.
2 down, runners at first and second. Breaking pitch, and this bounces in front of the catcher.
3-1 here. You have to make a good pitch on the mound. Grooving one here rarely works in your favor unless the hitter tries to do too much with it.
Fouled away. Crowd gets up for the 3-2. And he strikes him out here for out number 3, but the damage has been done as now they'll need some extra inning heroics to pull this one out. So 2 runs on just 1 hit in the inning, 1 error in the inning, and 2 men left stranded. So now we'll see if these guys can get even in the bottom of inning number 10. The Braves on top, 3-1. Chris Martin takes the ball, looking to make sure this game goes no further. Save situation here in inning number 10. Ready for the bottom of the 10th here, and now it'll be the catcher, Austin Nola.
The catcher, Austin Nola.
He's set and the pitch.
You know, in this situation, you almost have to pitch like there's no one on base. That run really doesn't mean anything with the lead they've got. The hitter is the guy that can turn this game on its head.
He's ready. Here's the 1-0. Downstairs, 2 balls and no strikes. Now some action out in the bullpen as a lefty and a right-hander begin throwing. The 2-0 on the way. Jose Peraza waits on deck. Set and a 3-0 offering. And that is the start they were looking for, down by 2 as that misses for ball 4. Now to the plate, here is Jose Peraza. He's 0 for 1 thus far. First pitch of the AB now. Sacrifice attempt here. Over to Albies. But he'll put this in his pocket and be content with just the 1 out.
Number 6.
Back to the top of the Mets order, digging in, Jeff McNeil. In his career against this pitcher, not a big sample size, 0 for 1. From the stretch.
0-1. Count 1-0.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. Hit out towards second. Dive, but it's off his glove, and the run should score. Throw to first, not in time, as the run is across the score. Into the box now, Brandon Nimmo, as he'll take a look at ball 1. And we'll see what he can do with the tying run at second, a potential winning run at first with 1 away. The 1-0. High in the air down the right field line. Right fielder giving chase. And he makes the catch in the corner. Into the box, Dominic Smith. His day at the plate hasn't amounted to much, 0 for 4, but this is a great opportunity to make amends.
Well, when your team really needs you, like they need it right here, you have to be able to put your personal struggles out of your mind. Right now is all that matters.
Looking to minimize the damage here. He'll swing and lift the ball foul off to the left and out of play. Ready with the 0-1. Two big outs here, but the tying and winning runs are both out there. 1-2 to Dominic Smith. Hard sinker misses. 2-2.
Now 2-2, 2 on, 2 out. This is when you have to make a pitch right here. The last thing you want to do is run the count full to 3-2. Then the runners are going to be off to the races.
Has them down to their final strike. Here it comes. Got him to swing on top of that one as this ball's dribbled out in front of the mound. Throw to first. He'll be in time to get him. And the Braves have come back to even up this series at a game apiece as this ball game is over. A one-run game this afternoon. 3-2 the final finish. The Braves get their 30th win on the road so far this season. Will Smith claims the win out of the pen, his first. Chris Martin wraps it up for the save, his 4th of the season. So that will wrap things up. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney, and our whole crew, I'm Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, head to theshow.com.
The final line score for our ball game this afternoon for the victorious Atlanta Braves. 3 runs, 6 hits, no errors. They left 12 men on base. For the Mets, 2 runs on 5 hits, 1 error. They left 9 men on base. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 44 minutes. Our paid attendance this afternoon at Citi Field, 41,922. The Mets, thank